So you might be wondering, why am I sitting in a truck? Why is there a bed behind me? Why, in fact, am I on the right side of the truck? How did I get it here? Where did it come from? And why did I buy it? They're all very great questions. And we're gonna try and answer most of them on this next video. So this video is gonna pick up where I am chilling at the bar, waiting for my flight at the airport in Atlanta. We're gonna fly out to Denver, and then we're gonna drive this truck back. So yeah, I bought a truck. See you guys in the video. And like I said, right across the bar from my gate. So drink of choice, rum and coke. Getting ready to get on the plane. And this was a full flight, so they did pack us in like sardines, but it's what it is.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a completely full flight today.
Not very happy.
So if you are moving about the cabin, just make sure.
Did get some cool shots though. Bus climbing out of Atlanta, that was pretty neat.
So got to Denver. Got off the plane. It's 5 degrees outside, so that sucks. And I'm lost trying to find my bag, so that's great.
And Denver is a massive airport. They have this tram going through the entire airport to get you to your gate. Convenient, but also time consuming. But luckily I did find my bag, so here it is. Love my little Hawaiian tag on there. At last, finally made it to the hotel room. This hotel room was great. Now for some much needed rest. Good morning and welcome from Denver. I look exhausted because I am exhausted. I'm actually still in my PJs right now. Flew in late last night from Atlanta. I think I got here around 9 or 10 local time, which in my time zone would be about midnight or so. So needless to say, I'm a little tired, but nonetheless, that's what coffee's for. So we got our breakfast, you know, a little bagel, a little yogurt, a little muffin here, and we're gonna eat. We're gonna get ready for the day, and we're gonna bring you guys along for the journey. It's definitely a spot. Man, look at this view. Look at this view. It's fantastic, isn't it? I'm on the 3rd floor of my hotel. With that being said, let me see if I can brighten you guys up for a second. All right, anyway, there you are. So, yeah, now I'm just waiting on the dealer to come grab me up. So today, how today should go, at least how I'm planning it to go, is to have the dealer come pick me up. I go to the truck dealer, obviously, take some measurements of the truck, finish out any kind of paperwork. By the way, got my Sonic the Hedgehog socks in my hand, ready to put those on for, you know, to leave anyway. And I got my Coz Garage shirt on. So, by the way, if you want to buy some Coz Garage merch, it's on the website, so that's great. Anyway, like I said, so I'm gonna finish getting ready. The dealer should be here 30-45 minutes or so. You know, I felt a little bit more rested. I did kind of lay down for a little bit, and I kind of watched some TV. But yeah, I cannot get over this this view. I mean, it's really flat, so to speak. I didn't expect Denver to be flat like it is, but I guess I'm not really next to the mountains, so either way, I can see the airport from here. So that's pretty cool, and some new construction. So anyway, enough of me rambling. So like I said, so I'm gonna go finish getting ready, wait for the dealer to pick me up, and then I'll bring you guys along for the ride, obviously. I mean, it's the whole point of this video, right? So stay tuned. Okay, a little hard to see me, but yeah, just like that, ready to go. Got my bag, got my clipboards, got my paperwork. So yeah, the dealer's getting ready to pick me up, and off we go. Oh, there she is. All her glory. Special thanks to DTI Trucks. Man, they've been such a help. Bought this truck sight unseen, so
Let's do a proper walk around later when I get it back to the hotel.
All right, so while traffic is kind of dying down in the background, meet Alice Rose. This is their very first truck for Coz Garage, and I named it after my grandmother's. My mother's middle name was Alice, or Allison rather, and my father's mother was Rosabelle Jones. So I kind of squished them together, and that's what I got for the name. So this, like I said, is our very first purchase for Coz Garage. This is the basis of the business right here. So it is a 2015 Kenworth T800. It's got a 10-speed manual Eaton. It's got an ISM E385, which is rated at, ironically, 380 horsepower. And it's actually a right-hand drive truck. So this truck's actually got a very interesting story. It was actually supposed to be exported to the Middle East, but it never left the States, never got put into service, so they removed the body, and the truck stayed here in the States, and it surfaced again. I did some research, and I bought it. So shout out to Mitch at DTI Trucks of Denver, Colorado. That's exactly where we're at right now, and we're going to be driving the truck back throughout the night. Why throughout the night? Well, the truck is mechanically limited to 60 to 65 miles an hour, and I really don't want to push the motor because it's really up close to red line, so we're going to be taking our time on the highway. You may be asking, why did you take the governor off? Well, the truck was originally governed at 50 miles an hour. So we took the electronic governor off, and now we're dealing with actual physical limitations of the truck. So fear not, we're going to get that situated when the body gets put on there, but we've got plenty of time to do that. So anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and take a peek at the inside. So I can actually just give you guys a tour from right here. So it's a 36-inch wide or 32-inch wide mattress. It's pretty springy, right? The good news is that it's really comfortable for what it is. I'm not even gonna lie. There is just enough room for me to stand up in here. Also, there is a storage compartment over here, one over here, and then two little parcel shelves right above it. And then yeah, my head takes up the my head and body takes up the rest. And oh look, there's a little fan back here, so I can keep kind of cool. Little tiny little shelves in here too, so I can put my little knickknacks if I really wanted to. But the whole purpose of me getting a truck with the sleeper was to go out on longer repair jobs or go on events or whatever, and then not have to worry about accommodations. Or if I ever get tired, I'd rather just pull over, sleep at a rest stop or sleep in a customer's parking lot or something like that, than to drive tired. Trust me, that is not something I am a big fan of. So other than that, you guys already saw this is a right-hand drive truck. So let me give you a quick layout of the dash. Right now, as you can see, right, I already got my drink there. 10-speed manual transmission, standard steering wheel. The steering column is not adjustable, so that sucks. Is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. But good news is air ride seats with armrests, so that's cool. Both of them get armrests. Pardon the tripod there. So anyway, as you can see, the gauges, they're in metric units. So you know, it is what it is. That doesn't really bother me because the rest of the world uses metric, so it must be doing something right. And then the dash, you can see 850 miles, 44 degrees outside. And then you even got your little air horn right here, city horn. Like I said, there really isn't a whole lot to show you around in here. I guess the bummer side is that these are standard like incandescent light bulbs, so they look a little dated. This truck was built in 2014 for a 2015 model year. It's got a Cummins ISM E model, which is a European model for that same exact engine. It's rated at 283 kilowatts, which is about 380 horsepower, just ever so slightly shy of 380 horsepower. Torque is, I believe, 1350 or 1450. I'm not entirely sure. The only downsides that I have thus far for this truck, steering wheel not tilt and telescope, so you know, whatever. I'll have to get used to the position. It's not too bad, but it will take some getting used to. And the rear ends are geared for power, not for highway speed. So this truck is mechanically limited to 60 to 65 miles an hour. They have a 4:63 rear end ratio, which means for for every rotation of the axle, the drive shaft has to rotate 4.63 times. So that's what that means. Ideally, I'd go down to a 373 because the lower numerically you go, the closer it is in terms of rotations of the drive shaft to the rotations of the axle. So, which will give you a higher top end, but it'll reduce the power. Now, this is a 10-speed, and 1350 or 1450 on torque. That's more than enough for my application. The most I'll be pulling behind this trailer or behind this truck at any given time is like maybe 20,000 pounds at the absolute extreme end of what it is that I'm doing. More or less are probably going to be around 15 to 16,000 pounds. So yeah, right now what I'm going to do is put the bed together, get everything situated with that, and then I'm going to take this truck around the block to practice driving it before I drive it home. And then I'll continue to get all my settings and the way I want the dash, talking to me, so to speak. So, yeah, guys, I really can't express to you how excited I am for this. This is a major step forward in the Coz Garage brand and business, and I really I lack the words to be able to express properly how excited I am. It is unbelievable. I never thought that I would get to this point this quickly at that too. And I have everything to owe to my wife, who has been a major supporter of me, the business, and everything thus far. So enough talking. Let's go ahead and put the bed together. Sonic the Hedgehog, because I'm a giant child, and why not? It's the little things that make you happy, right? So there's that. I think what I'm gonna do is to get my Hawaiian flag and hang this up in here too, just because. So yeah, let me finish putting the rest of my stuff in here, and by the rest of my stuff I mean my suitcase. It'll just fit underneath the bed, and then I'm gonna go take the truck around the block and go practice some more. Because yeah, I need it. It's been a while. So inside tour already done, but it's a fairly simple truck, so it doesn't really have a ton of amenities. It's got a 20,000 pound front axle. It's got a 10.8 liter Cummins engine with dual exterior air cleaners. It's got the old school West Coast style mirrors on there. I kind of like them, but I also kind of wanted the cleaner look. But hey, I got this truck for a screaming deal. It's got what's called a London window. Obviously, this truck rides really high, right? So, for reference, I am 5'10" on a good day, and this window is face level with me. So the reason why they put the window here is so that you can look down across and see if there's any cars right here or any personnel or whatever. In addition to this spot mirror, there it is, bow, spot mirror on the side of the truck, so that you can see safely. It is for safety. But this is actually a double frame truck, right? So I believe that's a 1/4 inch frame, and I think it's another 1/8 inch. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know the frame measurements, and I can't judge that well. You got your air tanks mounted inside the frame, and it's got the little purge valves, so you can see it, to drain the water when you do your pre-trip and post-trip. So massive 22,000 pound per rear axle. So this is 22,000 pounds. That's 22,000 pounds, totaling 44 between the two of them. Standard axle spacing, I think, is, I believe, at 52 inches. And then standard frame width from the exterior to exterior is 34 inches. So just because it's got double frame does not mean it can't hold a standard body. It's actually meant to be mounted inside the body when the truck is completely done. So speaking of body, so you might be wondering, Nick, why did you get a tandem axle truck? I thought you weren't going to get that, yada yada, blah blah blah. Well, I tell you what, I got this truck for a screaming deal. Again, shout out to my dealer, Mitch at DTI Trucks. So this truck's actually got 21 feet of space. It's got a 21 foot of frame space, and I'm actually going to put a 19-foot body. So the truck is actually going to shrink in size. And the tandem axle is just, yeah, it's a little overkill. Same thing with the front axle. That's a little overkill, but it is what it is. I won't need it, but it's good to have it. So it's good to have it, not need it, and need it, not have it, right? Then to need it, not have it. So Yeah, so that's a basic walk around. So a bit of an abrupt ending to that video. I didn't really think at the time to put an outro at that point in time when I finished doing the walk around of the truck, but hey, I'm doing it now. So if you want to see the journey back, make sure you stay tuned for the next part of this video. We'll be taking it from all the way from Colorado and driving it back to Atlanta, Georgia. It was quite the trip. We went from extremes in temperature all the way down from 11 degrees or less all the way up into the mid 60s. It was quite the temperature change, and spoiler alert, half the country's flat. So that was pretty fun. But as always, like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Man, the turbo sounds so good in this truck. I love the turbo whistle, it's so good.